Hi everybody, this is Mr. Engel. I'll be your geometry teacher this year. We're going to walk you through a few start of the year things, and then we're going to do a couple actually math problems once we have walked through some introductory things. So first off, if you're watching this video, you've already found our course page on Schoology. So we've got geometry regents here. That's what the R stands for. And this will be our landing page. So we're just going to go through each of these things and some features of them. So in the course materials section, I will always have the units that we're working with. So right now you guys can only see Unit 1 because Unit 2 we're not to that yet. In the Unit 1 folder, I always have the unit calendar, the unit packet, and any hard copies of other things for the unit. So like we'll have a problem set this unit, there's a hard copy there. All or digital copies, sorry. All of these things I will give you hard copies as well. Um, so those of you watching this are remote on today, on Friday. So anyone who's in cohort A, they'll be here on Monday. You will get a hard copy of the packet and the problem set, and the calendar's on the front of the packet. If you're in cohort C, hopefully you've already gotten these things sent home to you. All right, in here is the course expectations. We're going to come back to that in a minute. Google Meet login directions. So starting Tuesday, if you are remote those days, you will log in during our regular class period time. And the directions are there on how to log in and be part of our Google Meet. You'll just type in the meeting name, my last name, E-N-G-L-E. So hopefully that should make it pretty easy and you join, but there's a video directions of how to do that there. So make sure starting Tuesday, before you go you have a remote day from Tuesday on, make sure you look in there and know how to log into the Google Meet. Directions for signing up for Edpuzzle and Delta Math. We're going to do that together in this video in a second, so we'll come back to that. We'll talk about registering your calculator ID number and the graph and calculator loan agreement. And then down here, this is something important. It's the bell schedule for this year. It is different than previous years. So you can reference this so you know when to sign in to each of your classes. Might not be a bad idea to actually open that up and download it and keep it on your device so that you have it easy reference whenever you need it. So if we go back to our course main page, each week will be listed here. So I included today, Friday, and next week's stuff, so we didn't have a separate folder. So on each day, you will click in here, and there would be any assignment you have. So our problem set is right here. It's not actually due until Monday the 21st, you see, but this is where the initial assignment is. And then for today and Monday, cohort A and cohort B are doing different things because one is in school and one's not. And Tuesday we are starting our first live periods all together. So that's why those are there. But like on a typical day, let's maybe go to like Thursday. So it just has what your homework assignment is for that day, because everyone will either be in class or live streaming along to get that information. Now Wednesdays, everyone will be remote, so I'll always tell you what you're watching that day and what homework you are doing as well. As we move through the years, I'll just drag these folders down to the past week's folders, so if you have to reference anything, they'll be in there. The discussion boards, we have 2 discussion boards, and they're going to be really helpful this year. The first one, maybe initially, the content one probably throughout the year. So the distance learning related things. So in there, post any questions you have about if you're not sure where to access materials, if you're not sure how to log into certain applications that we'll be using, things like that. So post that on there. If there's any unread ones, there should be a little icon here, so you'll know if there's ones that you could go on and read. The content ones, if you have any content questions, post them right on here. Now, the big thing with the discussion boards is it is everyone's responsibility to try and answer the questions, so not just mine. So if you log in and you see that orange box on either of these, click on there, see what the new questions are, and see if you can answer their question. Because the idea of the discussion board is hopefully everyone's questions can get answered as quickly as possible. If I'm the first one to see it and I have the answer, I'll answer it. If one of you sees it and you have the answer, go ahead and answer it. But helping each other out and answering each other's questions will kind of reduce that lag time that sometimes occurs due to distance learning. So it's a group effort, each of you and myself included, in responding to the discussion board questions on here. So like the content one, if you have a question from that day's lesson, you can post the question on there. If you're doing a homework problem and you're stuck on one, you could post a question on there. So it can be a place where you guys can collaborate while you are working in the evening on homework or studying for tests, things like that. All right, so that is the basic Schoology setup. On the right here, you'll see your due dates for your assignments. So the first thing, Unit 1, Day 2 homework will be due on Tuesday. So that'll be basically Monday night's homework. It'll be due on Tuesday. Now, because we have to stay 6 feet apart even when we're in class, I can't go around and check homework. So your homework will always be due at 5 a.m. on the morning it's due, and you're just going to take pictures and upload it right to the assignment in Schoology. So the reason for 5 a.m. is I don't want you to wait until that day to do it. So do it the night that you get it, upload it. I don't expect you to wake up at 4:45 in the morning and upload it. The whole idea is just that you do it the night before. So maybe you do it at 7 o'clock at night, upload it right then, bring it up there. Because the reason I picked 5 a.m. is that's when I get up in the morning. So at 5 a.m. when I get up, I'll eat my breakfast and I'll look on here and I'll be able to start grading your homework. I can see if there's common themes that we can talk about in class that people had trouble with, things like that. Now, still bring your homework to class if you're in class, or have it with you when you sign in when you're remote, because we will be going over questions that people have and checking all your answers then still at the start of each class. You may know from before the calendar feature up here you can click on and it'll populate all of your assignments. So our class, we are in blue, so you'll have that for each of them, and you might be able to change that on yours, what color you want each of your classes. I have your class set as blue. All right, so let's look at the course expectation sheet. So I just have it digitally here. Usually I would have your parents sign it and send it back, but because not wanting to exchange papers as much, we're just going to do it on digitally. So this is a description of some of the topics that we'll be doing. We will have a Regents exam for this course that we'll be preparing for in June. Each day when you come to class, either in person or when you're watching the live stream, make sure you have something to write with, preferably a pencil, notebook or notebook paper, your Inspire graphing calculator, and any handouts like the unit packet, homework, things like that. It's important you're in class each day. We want you to be in class when the bell rings if you're in class. If you're remote, we want you to be signed on to the Google Meet a minute or two before class starts. So the Google Meet, the name will always be Engel. And again, there's the directions right below this short video to show you how to sign up for that on your remote days. We'll have tests and quizzes throughout the year. And you'll take them on the day they are, whether you're in class or you're remote, and we'll talk about those more when it gets close to it. The homework I just talked about, how it's got to be uploaded by 5 a.m. on the day it's due. So if you are someone that's in our 4th period class for this, you can't do it if you have a study hall 2nd period. That's too late. Okay, it's got to be uploaded by 5 a.m. the morning it's due. We will have problem sets once a unit. It'll always be due on the day before the test. Those you can get help on. So 9th period extra help this year, it'll just be in the Google Meet. And what's great, it's going to be the same name, Engel. I will be on the Google Meet. There could be kids from other courses too, but that's where you can pop in. And if you have questions, you can get those answered. You can also, if you need help, you can post questions about it on the content discussion board as well. And it'll review units that we've previously done to help keep things fresh as we move through the year. Makeup work, basically if you're absent, try and get it in as soon as you can. Grading we do on a total point scale. If there's any disruptive behavior issues, we'll address them as they go. And if you ever need to meet with me, just reach out. Questions you have content-wise, post on the discussion board. If there's something that you don't feel comfortable posting on the discussion board, my email is right at the top here. You can get a hold of me there as well. Now the problem sets, just like the homework, will be uploaded by 5 a.m. on the day it's due. So don't wait till the morning of to try and do it. And any questions you have on any of those, just let me know. So on your device, you're going to do this as we're working, as I'm talking through it. We are going to have you sign up for Edpuzzle. So there is a document here if you wanted to open it and pause the video and go through the document, or I will talk you through it as well. So we're going to go to edpuzzle.com. I'm already logged in, so let me log out. So you're going to go to edpuzzle.com, and then you're going to go on the top right, and you're going to click Student. Oh, sorry, Sign Up. And then you're going to go I'm a Student, and you're going to sign in with Google, and you're going to put in your FM email. After that, it will ask you, you'll have a screen where on the bottom left, you can put in a join code. There'll be a button on the left that says join a course. Click join, and whatever your period you're in, second, fourth, or fifth, because we have 3 different periods watching this video, put in the join code for your class, and then hit enter. Okay, and what you'll see is there's already some videos that are in there. You'll see I think I put a copy of this video, and then also the kids that are remote on Monday, they're going to be watching their video. Their video's on there as well. So that should be it for Edpuzzle. Okay, this is where you'll go watch your videos. Like on Wednesdays, you'll go here to watch your video, and all videos will be posted right in that spot. I will also, each day after class, I will post the recording of the video from in class in case for some reason you had technical difficulties and you couldn't get on the live stream. That way you can still see what we did in class. So there'll be like a backup in case for some reason your internet's out or something like that. You'll be able to go on to Edpuzzle and watch what we did in class that day. So if you need to pause the video right now, go ahead and pause it. Make sure you get signed up for Edpuzzle. The next thing that we'll sign up for is Delta Math. So you're going to go to deltamath.com. And Delta Math is a resource we'll use throughout the year. You're going to go to Create Account. You'll select Student. So create account, select student, and then you're going to put in my teacher code, 105067. And then just select whatever period you are in, either second, fourth, or fifth for geometry. And then that's all you have to do for that right now. I just want to sign up so we'll be able to use that resource when the time comes. All right, so the next few things I want to go through are calculators. So everyone needs to have a TI Nspire calculator for this year. If you have your own, you can click on this link here where it says register your calculator ID number. It'll be a Google form, and you'll put in all your information about your calculator. That way, if for some reason it gets lost during the year and we find it, we can look at the ID number and get it back to you. So that's a good idea to put that in. The Graphing Calculator loan agreement is if you don't have a calculator of your own and you're going to borrow one from the school for the year. You can click on this and print it out and fill it out, bring it in, and we'll send you down to the math office and get you your calculator. If you are someone who is in cohort C, fully remote, fill that out, send me a picture of it, and then I will take it down and get the calculator for you, and we'll send it on the next time they send out stuff. But try and do that as soon as you can, because the nicer calculators go really fast, the color ones. So the sooner you can do that, the nicer the calculator is that you will get. Ninth period extra help. I will be on the Google Meet most days unless I have a meeting, and I'll post when eventually I'll have a schedule, an extra help schedule for when I will be on there. But you just go to the Google Meet, and if you have questions, you can ask questions during that time. And lastly, on the Wednesdays, there will be a schedule going out about when you can drop into the Google Meet for office hours if you had questions. Wednesdays are meant to be asynchronous, but if you had questions, you can drop in during the designated time and ask questions of me during that time. So that's it for the introductory video. There's another video posted with this that'll be just a few minutes of actual math practice as well.